All right, have and have not fans. Now, this is a topic I might do in a live stream at some point before episode 2 comes on next Tuesday, but I just wanted to do like a real talk, like, just literally. And if you feel like I'm ranting in this video, then please don't get that impression because I'm trying to say this with an open mind because as I literally just got off the phone with my mom because, as you know, she and myself are both avid addicts of the haves and the have-nots, and I'm still trying to get her on a live stream, y'all. I know some of y'all say, hey, your mom needs to call in to talk. I'm working on it. Hey, just like Jim and Dave, I'll handle it. We'll make it happen at some point. But we were having a talk, and when the first words that came out of my mom's mouth was, I was disgusted with the episode, I knew I was in for one heck of a phone conversation. Now, she was disappointed. I'm going to tell you what she told me. Basically, she was disappointed because if she felt like it was slow pacing, wasted time, disgusted by the whole Justin Jeffrey stuff, like a lot of you were, and also the fact that the car wreck was just like, guys, I'm going to tell you right now. So I went back, watched the episode. No, I didn't watch the episode again. I watched it twice already, but I went back when I was watching talk with my mom. I just went online to find the episode, and the episode as a whole, and I'm looking at it now, 38 minutes and 41 seconds. Let that sink in. The premiere episode of the Haves and the Have-Nots was 38 minutes 41 seconds. No commercials now. I'm counting the episode itself, the end credits where we have the preview for a brief snippet of the preview of next week, as well as the recap for the last season. Now, if you hear me clicking, I'm just kind of bouncing back and forth here. Now, we spent the first, let me see if I can get the exact time. We spent the first 2 minutes and 12 seconds with the recap of the last season. We spent at least 6.5 to 7 minutes on Jeffrey and Justin, and people were out of the live stream and tweets I got. The biggest complaint people had was the fact that we wasted so much time with Justin and Jeffrey rather than on the car wreck itself. Switch over to Aunt Anna and Wyatt. That scene was cut from the finale. Remember, there was actually a piece of the teaser trailer for the last season finale where we see these two making out. So it seems to me that the scene where we had Wyatt and Anna talking about what happened in the park with the priest, as well as them making out and having sex, that should have been in the finale episode rather than the premiere. My biggest gripe is the fact that not only do I feel cheated, and again, these are my words as well as my mother's, and I feel like a lot of you feel the same way. We were cheated out of finding out what happened in the car wreck. Now, here's my thing. If it wasn't hyped up where is Veronica dead or alive in the magazine article, oh, we're picking up where we left off with the car wreck. We're going to have firefighters. Everybody's trying to save me, and Veronica isn't going down without a fight. Oh, but we don't know the fate of Melissa. And we literally have all this hype. The Have and the Have Not Facebook page, updating the cover photo, updating the profile picture where we see all the stars, pretty much everybody who had a headshot in the extended trailer, where Candace is talking about how I'm going to get revenge on everybody, her and him, Jim, David, Jeffrey, Wyatt, Benny, Catherine, Hannah, and then Candace herself, of course, but no Veronica. All the behind the scene videos where we have the cast members talking about the show. We don't have any Veronica, no Angela Robinson. So we all go into this episode expecting, maybe not the best episode, but it was the most hype episode we've seen, because last season, I was shocked when somebody tweeted me that the ratings for the premiere last night were lower than the premiere from season 4. And that's really shocking because we left season 4 on a high note, or a low note, but a high note in the sense that you had Hannah carrying Quincy's dead body out of the bathroom after the Warlock shootout. And then you have a car wreck with Veronica at the end of last season. So you would think, and I talked about it a lot, that the ratings for this episode should have been through the roof. But actually, I'm glad it wasn't, because fans were fans have every right to be upset. Like, I know I might sound like a whining child right now, but the fact that a lot of fans have said the same things, the things that I'm saying now, this means that a lot of people feel the same way and that you feel cheated. My mom was like, you know what? I don't even know if I'm going to be staying up every night to catch these episodes. You know, I might watch it on the reruns or something like that, because if the writing is going to be like this the entire season, I don't even know if I want to be part of it. I mean, that just struck me, you know, because again, my mom, like, she's like my hype person, you know, in terms of, like, we both talk about it all the time. But like, our thing is, like, if there's something that big, if something big goes down, we will call each other during the commercial break. It's like, did you just see that? Or, you know, Wednesday on the lunch break at work, I'll give her a call and we'll just talk about it for a little while. But for my mom telling me she doesn't want to watch the show as religiously as she usually does was like Hannah telling Benny last season, like, I don't even want to talk to God. I know that's like a ridiculous comparison, but that's how I felt on the inside. Like, if my mom, of all people, says that the show wasn't that good and she might not follow it like she usually does, then that just lets me know right there that I'm like, oh, dang, this episode, it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And the fact that the ratings were down from last season in terms of the premiere says a lot. But like I said in my episode review video, there were some good points in terms of other characters getting some, I wouldn't say development, but, you know, just setting up their stories for the season. Like, even Oscar's appearance was very brief, but it was just interesting, you know, to actually see him in action, you know, doing his thing, and then seeing Quita. And correct me if I'm wrong, there are two things I'm thinking of now. Was Quita trying to, A, use Wyatt's bank card to get money from an ATM? Or B, was it Quita trying to get into Wyatt's condo using his card? For the life of me, I can't get what it was, but I'm guessing ATM just based off the bill, you know, the machine she was trying to use. So we'll just have to see what happens with that. But also, Candace, I feel like some characters are regressing, which is a bad thing. Like, Candace literally just lashing out, going back to her old ways, just conning people. Like, literally, there's no telling how many men came to that hotel room before the guy we saw in there before Benny showed up. And she even told Benny, like, I'm not having sex with them, I'm robbing them. And there's another guy coming in a few minutes, so get out of here. Then you have Benny literally taking the money from the Malones for the tow truck. And I'm just like, that's pretty dumb. Because when somebody from the Malone family tells you, yo, this is not a good move, and if you get in hot water, there's nothing I can do. There's literally nothing I can do. Then why are you doing that? And my mom even said it's ridiculous because he doesn't know Catherine like Hannah does. And the fact that unlike a Jim or a Veronica, she wouldn't take everything away in the blink of an eye if she gets pissed off. It's just ridiculous. Just as Hannah not taking the house and all that stuff. It's just like, I get that it's a big blessing, so to speak, or something like a friend giving you something like that. But it's just like, I get you. And even Catherine says pride. And I'm like, thank you. Pride, stupidity, and just a blindness kind of engulfed a lot of the characters in this episode, such as David, allowing Erica to move in after you just met her not too long ago, then giving her the one thing that Candace has been saying Erica should have gotten by now, which is his credit card. Oh, God. And then Jim, of course, being so stubborn that Catherine gave him 2 outs. Remember back in season 3, I believe, when they were both in Amanda's room, of course, after, you know, she was dead and they were kind of looking to see if there were any clues. Catherine was like, I noticed that there was $7.4 million taken out of the account, so I want a divorce. And in terms of the alimony or that settlement, that $7.4 million, if you don't want to tell me where it is or what you did with it, that was the settlement. You're going to walk out of here with the clothes on your back and your life, and that's it. And Jim's like, that's fair. So Jim acting like he's entitled to stuff is just ridiculous. The fact that Catherine was going to give him $250,000 if he just signed the divorce papers now to save the trouble, and he wouldn't do it. And it's like, okay, if you want a room at this hotel, just tell me what Wyatt's address is. And I'm just like, these characters are a trip. I swear. But overall, you know, I don't want to go on too long because I really want to get people's thoughts on this. As a whole, yes, I was disappointed in the episode. And this is a Jeremy that has went back. You know, I went to sleep after the episode last night. I didn't get any pizza yet, though. I watched the episode again. I talked it out with my mom. I talked with some people online. I'm going to do a live stream on this, but I was disappointed. I really was. I wouldn't say disgusted now like my mom and some other people did, but I was pretty disappointed because the fact that you hyped up the whole car accident thing, not only do you save it to the ending of the episode, but not even 2 minutes of the episode was something that I find inexcusable. And the fact that the episode was only 38 minutes long, full of commercials, and you couldn't give us more of the car wreck, I think it speaks for itself. So with that being said, do you have hope that this season will get better as the season goes on? What did you think about the episode? You know, I've asked enough people in enough videos to rank it 1 to 10, but just tell me, were you disappointed?